let's see how things come out. I thought last week the Raiders played very fast.
Exactly.
We talked about that. I thought guys seemed to be running harder defensively. They were moving. They were flowing to the ball. Let's see if that carries over. And again, you want your team at this point of the season to be playing their best football going into playoffs. We're pretty healthy.
Yeah. So a little news on that. Xander Patrica tonight on the O-line will be back. So missed last week, a little banged up. So big asset back for this Raiders O-line. And again, we saw them play last week in the trenches, and it was good. And that's what you're going to have to do tonight. You're going to have to win the trenches up front, both offensively and defensively, against a Rice-like offense that you know is just going to pound the ball down your throat.
Yeah,
so.
and they're seasoned in big games. That's why they make it to state so often. Doesn't matter the division. These guys are going to.
Exactly.
This coach knows how to call the right plays, set guys up to be successful in situations, and I don't think they're going to play any different tonight. Last year when we played them up there, we jumped down their throats.
We did.
And
We
that's
got on
kind
them
of what
quick.
we need to see happen tonight for the Raiders. Just get on them right away, shut them down here, get the ball, and see if you can score some points.
Early shout out coming in from the class of 79. Excited to see what happens in this this battle tonight. Shout out class of 79. Let's go. And Rice Lake will start with this one. That
Right
number
there,
47,
there's your guy,
that's your
Larson.
guy, Jack Larson. So Amory and Aaron both called this guy out, number 47. He's a big rig out there. He's 6'2", 205.
They traditionally run, that's a fullback. So, I mean, you hear about running backs, halfbacks. A fullback is a fullback. That's a guy that's lined up right by the quarterback. You see it oftentimes in some of these tight formations. Hudson used to run a lot of fullback dives, but he's going to line up right back there, almost like in a wishbone. They're in a wing T, but he's straight ahead dives with him.
Yep, okay.
Nothing fancy.
Is that what old Hunter Danielson, was he a fullback?
Yeah, they ran a little fullback stuff with Hunter, and yep, he was in a 2-point stance versus a 3-point.
Okay.
Yep.
Love it.
Offense kind of has
Shout out.
switched a little bit from that. But, yeah, going back, gosh, I mean, that was heart and soul. Hudson always had big fullbacks going back, to the times when Coach Culls first started coaching here.
Got in there early. There you go. There you go. Got in early. That'll bring up a fourth down and a couple here. And
Yeah, big Jack Dumont on the stop there. And
good jump. And looky here. 3 and out, my boys. Let's go.
And that's exactly how you want to start if you're this Raiders defense. You get your offense on the field, hopefully in good field position, knowing Dane Burr's back there, a guy who can make anything happen at any moment. So we'll see how this punt goes.
Lined up on just inside the 40. You'll see this
Hoffman, we mentioned him before.
touches, gets over his head there.
Get on it. Oh,
grab it and gets tackled at the 23.
Svensson with I love that name, Svensson. Will Svensson.
Think he's Norwegian at all?
Yeah, big number 71 is a guy that has played the last couple of years too. Kale Gajo, 6'4", 305. I think he'll rotate a little bit on the defensive side too, so keep an eye on him. We mentioned some of the guys in the pregame. They do play a lot of these athletes both ways, and again, that's always been kind of the Race Lake way. These guys are coached well and play on both sides.
Pitch inside here. Cuts to the near side here. Out at about the 26, 27-yard line.
With the carry.
Picked up a couple there.
Thorberg with the tackle.
Check that. Picked up about 5. Let's go. Oh, far stick was off. Check that. 27-yard line. And Hudson getting the offense cranked up here. They'll go a bit up-tempo, as we know. Pingle in there. Just a couple for him.
Pingle with the carry.
Just tough sledding on both sides so far. Defenses have been good. Third down. Just a couple to go. So 3rd and short coming up for your Raiders. He got him. It certainly looked like it. Flag got stuck in the pocket there. He was meaning to throw that earlier, but then when he saw it pointed out by the quarterback, then it launched. Just kidding. I parked by that guy. Super great guy.
Well, and Peyton Pingle did that. My wrong guy. Cooper Adair did that a lot last week. We saw with the hard count. So
calling him out as Rogers throwback.
Yeah.
Coop pitches one to the near side here. Nice little catch and run out to about the 45, 46-yard line.
Reception.
Amory said we're going to see a little bit more passing this game, so I'm gonna believe him.
Yeah, we saw it last year. I mean,
Don't
this was
believe the
Cooper's
hype.
coming out party last year was against Rice Lake.
Yeah.
So
This is it. Okay.
again, you look to see guys like Burr, like we just saw, and then Murtha getting open, hopefully, and Cooper finding them.
I like it. Second and very short. Pingle off to that right side. Not a lot of room
Stuffed
to
him up
work
there,
there.
yep.
Yeah, didn't pick up much, but about a half a yard. So it'll be third and very short. Less than a yard coming up.
On the carry, stopped by Colton.
Ball spotted at the 46-ish. Yeah, so it's about an inch here. Actually, I think they're going to give them the first down.
Looks like it.
All right, a little hometown cooking. Let's go.
A little up tempo here from the Raiders too, trying to.
Take that. Coop drops back. The band with
Nice,
a little
nice
ESPN.
Pingle got there.
Coop scrambling right now. Little stiff
Oh.
arm and gets taken down. I didn't even see 7 pop into the pitcher there.
That was
17.
the quarterback actually, Pacholke. Like I said, he leads the team in tackles for loss. I think he's
Really?
in conference. He's got like 9.
That's crazy.
So he's a linebacker, big kid. I mean,
Linebacker QB.
6'1", 212. So
Cooper keeper here. Goes
got
out to
the
that
edge?
right side. Gets a ton of room there. Dives forward. We'll see where the spot is. It looks like very close to a first down.
Stepped out a yard short.
Looks like it. So we'll spot that at the 45. Needs to get to the 44. 3rd and 1.
good burst that time. He got a little block at the end by Murtha. Helped him pick up a couple more yards.
Well, handoff
There
comes
we go.
with a
He's got
blocker. First down and
There
more.
he goes. There he goes.
Let's go. 30,
Attaboy,
25,
Jakey.
20, 15, 10, and into the end zone. Hudson draws first blood. Let's go, boys. A big run, a big seam right up the middle.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah, big number 10, Jake Boleski. We saw him score his first touchdown last week on that same exact play on the goal line against Chippewa. And up front, that was just some great blocking. And then Jake with a little sidestep to the side and green grass from there.
That ain't it. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
oh, boy.
he had that first touchdown he got. It was kind of like, am I going to get there? Am I going to get there? And he did. This one was a no-doubter. He kind of got through the mess, and all of a sudden he was wide open. Nobody there to catch him.
Extra point up and good. And
Lost that.
I didn't get it.
All
I
right,
got a technical
all
difficulty. I got to fix that real quick, boys. I'm sorry.
That's all right. We'll try
on
to
me.
catch that. But, yeah, that was great blocking. Got to the second level, and then all of a sudden, you never really saw Blusky get hit hard.
No.
He kept his momentum going, and then off to the races.
exactly. And you could tell that O-line just getting upfield, getting on their guys. And again, like we've kind of mentioned these last few weeks, is they've stepped up their game. They've picked it up. They've had some ups, had some downs, and now they're just kind of riding that smooth ship. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Coach Cowles, if you're this offense, is that same process of last week. We started out hot. We started out with all that momentum and the tempo, and it's the same thing this week. It's the same recipe, and now you put your defense back on the field, up 7 early.
That's right. Pancake posse right there.
Yeah, they like that at school, actually.
Did
they like that?
Yeah, Rogers and I were talking in advisory, and he's like, man, I like that nickname.
That's all Aaron Sundin, folks. He's the man. He's the nickname machine up in the booth here.
Nice boot, too. There we
Wow.
go.
Right into the corner over here. Fielded at the 2. Gets a little head of steam. Bumps into his own man there at the 15 and then drug down. Makes it to about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Miles Howe and the Honey Badger, Ben England, both in there on the play. And again, we'll see this Rice Lake offense come out after a quick 3-and-out.
Well, and I apologize. We didn't get a replay on that touchdown there. There's a little technical glitch here. I've got it all seamed out, though, so we
All
should be
right.
good moving forward.
All right.
So when we do highlights later, we'll just have to cue that one in. You got that one?
Oh, yeah,
Just
yeah,
mental note. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so the other nickname we got is the Raiders Shield. Let's see how these guys can do. They did a good job on that first drive. Nice
Oh,
job stringing
pushing
that out.
it out to the outside there. Tackled for a loss. Looks like about 2.
Yep, so containment was handled all the way down. That's why the runner had to keep going down the line. That was Xander Easton, cleaned up by the Honey Badger, number 31.
You could see him just like, look.
Yep, nothing
look.
there, nothing
Just
there.
Great job, boys.
Yeah, and that all happened because Jack Hatfield just kind of forced Easton to keep running to the corner, and just the Honey Badger right there to wrap up and lost a 2.
Da Badger. They'll roll out to this right side. Chuck's one up in the air. Oh, great reception there, and a good tackle, but pick-up of a ton there to get it to midfield.
And he's a good athlete. Guys, there's nothing more than a jump ball there. And really, it just comes down to Stigler turning around, being able to see it. I mean, he had pretty good coverage, but
yeah, he's right on his hip.
You know, that's an isolation play. Svensson, we mentioned in the pregame, is one of the leading receivers in the conference. Good athlete, big kid. 6'4", 212. Wow. So we talk about Murtha's matchups. That's a good matchup for
it is.
For Rice Lake.
Little handoff to the fullback
Nice
inside.
job, Dunaway there.
Picked up about 3.
Also Johnson.
Tackled by Johnson.
And it's key for the Raiders to shut down those fullback dives because, again, similar to Chippewa, you get 4 or 5 yards a pop, they're going to do it a second time on second down.
Right. Quarterback's going to step out of the line there. Takes a peek. And their handoff.
Little counter play.
Oh, there, yeah.
Stigler.
Nice job, Stigler.
That's Mayer.
Wow.
Oh, Healy, actually. That was number 5, Healy. We had Ben Stigler before. It was number 5.
Yes.
Number 6 is Mayer, so I mix them up sometimes. But
good.
now all of a sudden, my man Alex Healy's becoming, the rocket back there.
Legendary back
coming
there.
in
Look
from
at
the
that guy.
safety spot, just taking off heads.
You see him shaking his head afterwards.
He's
like,
no.
3rd and long coming up for the
We'll reference
Warriors.
a little Packer reference. That's a little Chuck Cecil hit there. Or maybe if you're a Viking fan, Joey Browner. How's that?
There you go.
Suppose you could go with the hit band, too.
Oh, gosh, almost had him.
Got him.
They
Got
got
him.
pressure back there.
Johnson had him.
Chucks
Picked
this
off.
one.
There we go.
Yes.
We go.
At the 31, that's Raider ball, and Amory called it. A replay coming in hot to try. Associated Eye, here we go.
Yeah, you look at the Raiders shield, as we like to call them up front, and they're just dominating right now. It's getting the quarterback, Pacelli, out of the pocket, and he's just throwing it right to Gilbert Asemba, who just sits down, lays down on the ball, and your Raiders take over on offense at their own 31-yard line, already up 7-0, and defensively, you couldn't ask for a better start.
No. Nope.
I concur, my good friend.
I don't know if on that play, I mean, he just kind of tossed it up there, maybe in the range of a receiver, hoping to maybe get in a spot where he could jump and get it. But
Pengel off to that right
run.
side. Nice little run there by the Pengelander. Again, shout out to Grandma Kay and Auntie Katie for the cookies that were delivered. Little Rice Lake special from those guys, the monster cookies. Thank you guys again. 1st and 10 setting up for Hudson. Ball on the 42. Studi second getting into this one. Cooper rolling around.
He's got Brecken wide open.
Wide open down here. Oh, just over his head and out of bounds. And
he had him.
He had a couple yards there. He was definitely had his coverage beat.
Yeah, Dare just kind of saw him a little late in the route. If he throws that ball half second earlier, that's a completion downfield. Christensen was wide open, and we saw that last year with Murtha, just these receivers kind of finding gaps in this Rice Lake defense. So that's something to keep an eye on as we continue on in the night.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Nothing doing on that one.
Handoff with nowhere to go there. 3rd and 10, still at the 42 after a pass that was a little overthrown and a handoff that didn't get any yards. 4:42.
Some big bodies up there on that defensive line for the Warriors. Made a pile that time.
Look for Murtha right across the screen.
Dropping back.
Oh, no.
Little screen on the right side.
Oh,
Pengel
good
gets
block.
this
There you
one.
go.
Gets a
There you
block.
go. Ooh.
Oh, that is going to be really close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it. Looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty healthy.
Kale Larson
Yep,
got a
they
pretty
got
good
it.
block out there. And then Xander Patrika just got enough of a chip to give Peyton Pingle another yard there.
All right, good drive. Setting up again over midfield now. Ball spotted at the 48-yard line. Coop keeps. Picked up a couple there.
So as we talked about, you can start seeing the big bodies coming in. These are guys that are going to play both ways for the Warriors. And as Hudson keeps moving the football here, especially running the football, watch that as the game goes on. These guys are going to wear down a little bit.
Cooper rolling this way, pitches it over.
Nothing doing.
All white and yellow in front of that, front of Pingle there, and just nothing going on. Option loses 2.
Zach Tatro with the tackle, but that was really strung up right from the line of scrimmage. There wasn't a good option there.
Yeah.
No pun intended. I mean, it was an option play, but regardless of if Cooper would have kept it or pitched it, it was going to be a loss.
Yeah, that's true. Coop drops back to pass. Good protection.
Got
Seam
him.
up the middle.
There you
Wow,
go.
what a
Attaboy,
pass
Pingle.
and catch. Pingle. First down and more. They'll pop him down at the 32. What a play.
I like that. You know, typically with our backs, we don't have them run more than maybe just kind of a route, maybe a little swing route as they come out of the backfield.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, a
know,
little
just
check
kind of a
down.
dump off, a little check down. But that time threw one across the middle, wide open.
Pingle keeps this one. Got an option, but they, again, sniff that out. This time a loss of about 5 or 6. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Rice Lake, the option is not a good option with them, at least so far.
A little bit like New Richmond that way. I mean, they've got good athletes back there. We mentioned the quarterback and then the receiver, also the running backs. I mean, they're active, and they have them playing linebacker because they're such good athletes. They can get in there.
Second and long here. Coop drops back to pass, sets his feet. He's going to think twice about it. He's going to run this way.
Oh, nice tackle.
Wow, another great tackle. They're a loss of another 2 or 3. And
Yep, that's the quarterback again, Pacholke.
God,
I mean,
he's an athlete.
he's all over the place.
Yeah. That's crazy, playing both ways. So third and about 20-ish. Good-looking drive, and then all of a sudden kind of hit a stall zone here. We'll see if we can pick up a big one. Third and long coming up. Get some new personnel on the field here. Plenty of time as we plan to hurry up. Coop wheels on over to his right.
Got him sitting down right there, Murtha. That a
There you
boy.
go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right,
Well, that
so-
makes it interesting.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden you're probably going to go for it on fourth down, a little long for a field goal
Yeah.
for Holden.
Very manageable fourth down, though. A lot better than the...
Yeah, for sure.
We got 4th and 6-ish. Yeah, so picked up about 13, 14 on that play. Boys will go for it on 4th here. Good protection so far. Rolling over. Quick toss. And that one almost looked like he got hit or something as he was throwing that in the arm, potentially. So that'll be a turnover on downs.
Thought it might have been a little push in the back, but the
Yeah.
throw was short. So, nonetheless, I mean, the Raiders got themselves kind of out of that tough third and long. Push things back to the Rice Lake 27.
Yeah, so far you can just kind of see that the run game is not really going to work tonight. There's got big boys up front, big athletes in the middle, and it's just not going to work. And that's something that the coaches knew, and that's why you see a lot more passes tonight. I mean, Cooper's already thrown the ball 6 times, so it's more than we saw all of last week.
Nice. Johnson again gobbled that up. The Raider shield. Not giving up a lot.
Johnson with the sack.
Picked up a couple there, so second looks like about 6 to go here. So for the half tonight, I know we got a quarter to go. It's just inside of 20 seconds here. We'll talk about that in a hot second here. Rice Lake again, second and about 5. Another handoff. This one coming this way.
Nowhere.
Keeps himself moving forward, though. I
Yeah.
mean, like on that last play, he carried Johnson for about 3 yards. That time he just kind of fell forward, picked up an extra 2. So
Big guy. So third and a couple. We'll be back in just a couple seconds here for the second quarter. Been trying to catch senior night with everybody. This is the Raiders. If you want to just pan. Yeah, awesome job, Jeff. There we go. The Raiders senior night. Again, their parents. Got football in action too. Sorry about that. Trying to get everybody their airtime tonight. Looks like a small run there by the Rice Lake Warriors and a first down pickup.
Yeah, Larson again there, and it's kind of been a lot of him tonight, and that's what we're going to keep seeing. And
Sure.
up front, you just got to win in those trenches, and you got to limit those 4 or 5 yard games to 2-3 yard gains as this game moves on.
put him in that spot like we saw last drive where the Raiders got an interception, right? Something a little bit longer, make them stretch it out.
First and 10 for the Warriors. Set up just inside their own 40.
Just like
And
that.
off,
There
there
you
you
go.
go. Larson wrapped up immediately.
Hatfield, nice play coming down the line, wrapping him up.
I like it.
Hatfield with the stop.
A quick shout out to Farrell's Extreme Kickboxing. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Farrell's Kickboxing, where Hudson stays fit, fierce, and full of energy. Classes at all levels. Go check them out. Tell them Raiders Streaming sent you. It's one of my places I like to hang out at once I get healthy.
I'm a little worried about you. You're going to be
being
pretty
healthy,
soon-
or
pretty
all these
soon-
muscles
Pretty
I'm
soon you're going to
building
have
up?
to register as a lethal weapon.
That's right.
Looking for an isolation. Get
Yep.
out there. Dunaway's got a good containment there. Good job.
Pushed him out.
Limited to him about 2 yards.
Yep, excellent job on that.
He did look across the middle for a guy kind of coming across on a slant, but that was covered up. Good pressure by the D-line. The Raiders shield that time.
Third and long coming up here again. Ball just over the 40, sitting at the 41. When I say third and long, about 3rd and 8. Oh, crazy in the stands here. The parents getting all wound up. Pass coming out to that right side.
There you go, Stigler.
Oh,
Healy,
he picked
did he
it
get there?
off too. Oh my God, did he pick that off?
yes,
He did.
I got it.
Little tip drill play.
You're so
That's those little quick hands of the Rocket.
associated on a
Basketball
replay.
player going up for a rebound almost. Little tip play. Boom, boom. Foot in.
Look what I found.
Yeah,
we
got
call
there
those-
quickly.
Lucky,
Start off,
lucky.
though, that coverage was excellent that time. I think that was Stigler out on that
Yeah,
edge.
exactly.
And that time he had his head turned around, able to kind of disrupt that pass play, get a tip, and Healy over the top from a safety spot gets the interception.
Associated Eye with that hot replay. Let's go, boys. I like that. So the Raiders will take over.
There
Just
you
like
go,
that.
wide open
Handoff.
there.
Cooper Keeper picks
got
up about
stuck.
He
smooth
did.
8 though after that run.
Again with the keeper.
Still standing.
That's right.
Hudson with the tackle.
Sharon Stunt and the Raiders getting the studio section rocking over to our left here. Again, it's pink out tonight. Don't know if I own a pink cowboy hat. I wouldn't mind getting one.
Oh, Pinko got
Pinko
the
coming
edge.
this way, and he has blockers. Nice job. First down and a couple more out to the 47-yard line. First down, Hudson.
Yeah, that was a good read by Cooper Adair. You kind of see he had his head up looking at the defense and then just kept it in Peyton Pingle's belly. Had a wide open edge there on the right side.
First and 10 setting up for your Raiders. Coop slings that one over to the left. It's one block, cuts back, breaking some ankles. Wow, there is no reason he should have picked up
Nope.
any yards there. That was all effort, my friends.
He did get a pretty good block on the edge by Christensen, and then he was able to jump cut that back inside. And to your point, Ken picked up about 5 on his own.
I love it. Just over midfield, ball spotted at the 49 of the Rice Lake Warriors. Love this tempo we play at. Coop drops back.
Oh, got Christensen.
Takes a peek
Yeah.
over
There we
here,
go.
wide open. Nobody anywhere near.
break a tackle.
Nice cut. Breaks
There
one.
you go,
Down
there you go.
inside the 20 at about the 16. What a great catch and throw over here.
Yeah, I mean, that was a play where you called it right away, Amory, but what they did is drew the defenders kind of across
Exactly.
the middle over the top, and Christensen was wide open.
1st and 10 here. Ball spotted at the 16.
Oh, Pingle. There we go.
Pingle. Watch that catch and throw again. Here we go. Nice toss. Boy, he just, nobody near him over here along the
No,
sideline. Just
good
great.
design, good play design that time by the offense.
All right, 2nd and about 5 coming up for your Raiders. Ball this time spotted at the 11. Cooper
Good
keeps
read.
this one. Ran into a bit of a wall there. No gain on that play. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Had a pretty good push initially on that from that offensive line, but big number 76 gobbled it up. Connor Carr, 6'1", 295.
That's a big rig. Oh, I think he might have got him. They're all looking. No, it's close. Going to that hard count again. I just love that. Coop keeps.
Yep.
There
Works
you go.
through, works that left side. Still
Little
rolling.
wiggle in there.
Yeah, little waggle in there. Love it. Let's
I
go,
thought he
Adair.
might get wrapped up there, but he was able to just kind of turn his body a little bit, break a tackle, and pick up about 3 more yards.
Yeah, now we're in Peyton Pingle territory.
Yep.
Fantasy football players, be prepared. It's the Pingle Zone.
And there it is. And it's the
There
Pingle
it
zone.
is.
There it is.
Woo! Amory is a bit of a mind reader.
16 touchdowns on the year for Peyton Pingle, and that ties what he had last year and
Let's go, Pingle!
ties his school record touchdowns.
Is that right?
Yep. So 16 touchdowns. He set that record last year with
That's
his junior
the school
year.
record?
And that's the school record for rushing touchdowns in a year was 16.
Wow.
So he tied that last year, and now he's tied it again. So see
Good
if he
for
can get
him.
his 17th of the year. And if you go through his varsity stats, I mean, that was
Pretty good.
16, 16,
Wow.
and 5. So what, 37 touchdowns in 3 years that he's played varsity football. So again, just on senior night, Peyton Pingle just pounds the ball into the end zone. Your Raiders take a 14-0 lead as Keegan Holden's extra point is good. And again, so far we've seen some good football these last 2 weeks from this Raiders offense, and kind of started out slow, built up a little bit, got slower against River Falls, and now it's ramping up. And this is what you want to see as you approach the playoffs next week. Is your offense is just kind of just dominating. You know, through the air tonight and on the ground a little bit. Pingle's kind of been slow tonight, but you know up front that Rice Lake's big, and we'll see teams as we get to the playoffs next week that are going to be big up front. So you got to be able to adjust. You can't be one-dimensional, and you got to be two-dimensional, and that's what we're seeing so far tonight, which is really good to see.
Love it. Good take there, Aim. Marie, big A.
A.
Let's take a set of
Marie.
A. What up, A?
Yeah, they call me A-Town at school.
There we
A-Town.
go.
Up. No,
A-Town.
there is no giving yourself nicknames in this booth, my friend. We give Aaron
the nicknames.
and I will give the nicknames.
We'll come
my
up with a
friend.
nickname.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
boy.
you covered.
Johnny Slick. We're going to come up with something here pretty soon.
Oh, boy.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Nice hit there. Ball will be spotted just inside the 25.
Yeah, Brecken Christensen on the tackle there. And it's the guy we've kind of seen on special teams that just flies down the field like the honey badger and just not afraid to take a hit.
That last replay brought to you by Tech Connect AV. Huge thank you to Tech Connect, your experts in the smart home and business technology. From security systems to audio setups, they're the team that keeps you connected and keep our stream connected too. Thank you, Tech Connect AV. Shout out. 1st and 10 for the Warriors coming up. Heavy dose of Mr. Larson. He'll spin and pick up about 5-ish, maybe 6. Banazinski in on the tackle.
I always thought it was Bonashinsky.
You
You know, we've had a few come through, and I believe we've been corrected. So
know
I think
what?
Dave Meyer
I
Might
feel
have
like
got it wrong.
I think.
We're going Bonashinsky.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I think he screwed that up.
Sorry, Dave.
Dave, sorry, bro. You're bad. 2nd and 4 coming up here.
Nice, good job. That was Wilson that time. Hit him right in the hole. Still, Larson does a great job at just kind of leaning forward.
Picked up enough to move the chains.
Might have been actually a different back that time. Number 40.
Sneaking a new guy in there.
Yeah, Bodie Schultz.
Bodie. Wasn't that the name of one of the bank robbers in that old movie where they put the president's masks on? You remember that, Beauty? Are you good with movies as you are with music?
Yeah, I mean, are you talking about...
Here we go, folks.
You're talking about the one with Swayze.
Always got him there.
Point Break, my man.
Point Break, yep.
Yeah.
Hit on the far side, pick up about 5 total there. Yeah, Point Break.
Bodie, you can't rob
Bodie,
a
remember?
bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Right?
Keanu.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Bodie,
Dude, your Keanu's pretty spot on.
you need to hit some waves, bro. Bill and Ted's is one of my favorites.
Amory, put that on your list. Point Break. I think they came out with a new version of Point
They
Break,
did.
but it
It's
wasn't
not as
like
good.
like the classic.
Yeah, it wasn't as good.
2nd and 4-5 coming up.
Quick hitter.
Yep,
Nice
another
job.
handoff.
Hang on.
Picked up a couple there. Bring up 3rd and short. Up, here we go. Oh, that's a pretty good call.
Okay, here we go.
3rd.
And a long one. We'll call that. Huh? What do you think, Kenny?
I would say a long one. Yep. I'll go with that.
Little Larson here, Amory.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He's in the backfield getting ready to run.
Here it is. Yep.
Oh,
Up.
had him.
They did. They
Just kind of whiffed on him, but
just missed him on that
Dumond was
step.
in the backfield. Just didn't quite square up with him. Well, kind of a methodical drive here from the Warriors.
Yes, it is. Late in the first half, 5 to go. Taking their time. So different watching these offenses compared to ours, where we're just boom, boom, boom. 1st and 10, ball at the midfield line.
Counter play.
Boy,
nice
counter,
job.
yeah. We wrapped them both up right
job.
at the
Mayer that time read that well.
top of the crest. Was you're seeing all sorts of guys, the fake and then the actual ball carrier both got wrapped up right there. Nice tackle.
Pretty soon they're going to have to air it out, I think, again, guys.
Yeah,
I
sensing
mean,
that.
it's you're down 14 points. There's 4 minutes left here. It's been run, and Hudson's going to get the ball to start the second half.
2nd and 10 coming up. Getting ball at the 50.
Keep an eye on the top of your screen. That's Svensson up there. They try to isolate him a little bit.
There's
Option
nowhere
play.
to go.
Ooh,
Still gets 4 yards. though.
yeah, drug a couple through the inside there. A nice little run.
Yeah, Hatfield read that really well. Prevented the pitch that they were looking for. And again, just these runners for Rice Lake keep those feet moving through these piles and gaining 4 or 5 yards even after contact.
They're not small guys.
No,
I mean,
no.
and we talked about, guys, I'm telling you, they lost a bunch of good athletes last year.
Coons,
Really?
Lucas
Coons was the
Peters.
quarterback. I think Pacholke came in for him at state last year and almost won it for him.
Yeah.
But a bunch of other guys, too, that, Lucas Peters.
Yeah, he went to
and-
play at St. Thomas, actually. So
Okay. But, again, they reload and follow the system that Coach Hill has. And there's been talk over the years, Rice Lake, Division III, should they be in the Big Rivers Conference? Absolutely.
Yep.
And I would tell you that the coaches and the team believes they should, too, because if nothing else, it gets them better prepared
It
for the
does.
playoffs.
For sure.
iron sharpens iron, as they
Yep.
say.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you can play. When I'll go back. Okay, Aaron, you're old. So we were in the heart of the North Conference,
You're not that
and
old.
Rice Lake was in our conference in football. They were
Yeah.
the biggest school, and then they eventually moved on, went to the Big Rivers later, and they struggled. But at the same time, over the years, they realize they can compete. And
Yeah.
and being a smaller school, maybe they don't compete competitively in every sport. Pretty darn close, though, boys and girls.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got an excellent girls basketball program
For sure.
up there. Went to state last year.
3rd and long coming up for the Warriors. Ball at the 46.
Or is
Drop
it
back
Mayer?
to pass.
Oh,
Got him.
seam
Oh, yeah.
route.
Quick hitter there, and he'll pick up a ton out to the 20.
Very, very safe play. You know, that's just literally the seam route. So if you look at the hash marks, that guy kind of comes out from his spot and just goes in a straight line, straight route. That was Colin Holzer. Big play there for the Warriors.
Quick shout out to Peyton Pinkle's grandma watching from northern Minnesota. Go Raiders. So 1st and 10 setting up for the Warriors here. Ball at the 20.
He's got
Looking for somewhere all bottled up, but just found a little hole there as he kind of snuck around a man or two and picked up about 4.
Well, and if he gets to the second level, then he's got to play with Wilson and Mayer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And or the Honey Badger or what we're saying
Right.
with Healy here. So, I mean, yeah, they're getting 4 or 5 yards, but where they've had success is breaking big plays where they get to
Yeah.
the second level and obviously take it for a touchdown. So Hudson doing a pretty good job of containing them once there's a hole.
Well, a lot of action going on there. That one gets thrown out
Nice
to the
tackle.
right side. Picked up a couple, so 3rd and short coming up. About 2, it looks like. Check that 1.
Good shoestring tackle that time by Stigler. Joe Stigler came up and kept Larson short of the first down.
Ball will be spotted at the 11. Need to get to the 10 for the Warriors to pick up a first down. Another handoff up the middle. They'll pick up the first down and more inside the 5. Got to be the big boy,
Tackled by Wilson.
Larson. Yeah.
Well, they if they go off between the guard and the center, so number 70 and 71, 2 big boys, if they can make a little hole on those straight dives, I mean, Larson's going to get ahead of steam.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
sure. Yep.
You can see Mayer blitzing there. He's just not reading the right gap right now, and that'll be an adjustment these coaches will make at halftime. Is Mayer might jump into that gap on these blitzes. Just seen he gets in the backfield. Just Larson just too big to bring down.
First and goal here. Ooh.
Oh, had him that time. I think they
Big
stopped
hit.
him at the goal line,
Yeah,
though.
they did. Wow, a big hit delivered initially, then he kept forging forward.
Yeah, and that's on Mayer too, and that's not a small guy either. Those are two big boys colliding with each other, and
Ooh.
Larson gets the best of Mayer.
So ball at the 1.5, it looks like. Second goal. Just a tight package in there right now. Pitch this one to the this
Nice.
side.
Get out there. Get out there. Hang on. Oh, I think he got in there.
Oh,
Just a little
Shy.
short.
Wow.
Just a little short.
Goodness.
Good job on the perimeter by the Raiders, keeping him out.
oh, he's at like the half-inch line.
Wow.
Surprised he didn't go fullback dive that time, but hey, you know,
Short of the goal line.
I guess I would guess it's coming this
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
right?
And box will be stacked for the Raiders, and we'll see if Mayer or Wilson can put a lick on Larson in the backfield.
Oh, a little quarterback sneak might have snuck in there.
Still no
Let's see.
sign yet. See what they touchdown.
God gave it to him. It looked like he kind of went over his center and then moved to his left, which would lead me to believe he wasn't stopped. I mean, I think he
Exactly.
got in there, but then the pile ensued, and probably the right call.
Did they score or no?
They did
Yep.
score. Yep,
Okay.
quarterback sneak.
Sorry, I was talking to somebody.
Yeah, and they don't kick. So what you've come accustomed to watching, if you watch any Rice Lake football, they don't kick
They
the
do
ball.
not. No.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, you're
there
going
you
nowhere.
go. There
Yeah.
you go.
Booyah!
Duma.
Let's go.
Yeah.
read that perfect. I mean, obviously that was a fake pitch rollout. Dumont stayed in
He
his
was right
spot,
there.
gobbled them right up.
Yeah, you see that similar play call from River Falls. They do that bootleg with Massa, and Raiders read that when we played River Falls. And again, just Dumont, not a guy you want to be staring face to face with if you're the quarterback rolling around in the pocket. So again, with 26 seconds left in this before halftime, we'll see how Coach Cal is aggressive wise, and we'll see if Pingo can get a nice return here to get the offense at least a chance to get some points on the board.
Did I see in the stats that Larson's the kicker?
Yeah, he is the kicker,
Okay.
and he's got a boot on him too.
Does he?
Yeah, he uses that shoe.
Okay.
That special shoe with like and it's all toe, and he just hounds it through the uprights. At least that's what he was doing in warm-ups, but I don't think they necessarily
well,
want
we'll
him
see.
to kick. So we'll see what the Raiders can do on this return. And again, your Raiders up 14-6 as they stop the 2-point conversion from the Warriors. Is so far this half they've dominated. It's kind of been a domination, but as we reach the end of the half, Rice Lake's kind of getting pressure or movement up front and kind of pushing our D-line back a little bit. So again, we'll see how these teams square off going into the second half. As we saw last week against Chippewa, we kind of dominated the first half, but then it was kind of slow out of the second half, and Chippewa slowly got back in the game and made it interesting at the end.
Yeah.
It wasn't for the Honey Badgers shoestring tackle on the kickoff.
Well, and I will say the coaches have done a pretty good job of halftime adjustments so far this year. This isn't going to be any different. I mean, I mentioned Rice Lake might try some different things, and you don't want to, if you can pick up a score right away out of the second half, put them in that mode of, not necessarily having to get desperate and try some things that you're not used to.
So 26.9 seconds, little
Pooch
poocher.
let it go out of bounds.
Handled over at the 30, out of bounds around the 29. And it'll be Raider ball.
Yeah, if that would have got on a bounce, they would have got it at the 35. So not a huge difference there, but let's see. No timeouts for the Raiders. But again, you also don't want to necessarily have a turnover play here
Exactly.
that goes the other way and does more damage than good.
What are you guys thinking? They're going to take a knee or going to try something?
They'll run a play here.
Give it to Pingo around the edge, my guess. Or Pingo right up the middle.
Pingle up the middle and picks up
big
a
run.
There you go.
big chunk
All
there
right.
out to the 41.
So that's
first down.
interesting. See how quickly they can mobilize here.
Well, wouldn't that be
Coach
funny?
Calls is going to call a timeout. So, okay, well.
We're going to take a quick break. Be right back. Welcome back to the castle here after that run. 21.3 seconds. Timeout was called. Ball spotted at the 40-ish.
See how aggressive Hudson wants to get here. Nothing running play, nothing doing that time. Good fill by the backer from the Warriors. I think Hudson will just let this clock run out. Take an 8-point lead into halftime.
I think so. We'll stick around during the half. We're going to try to get to as many of the events going on as we can, so we'll take a quick breather here. We'll be right back.
Hudson High School Marching Band, you may take the field for your halftime performance.
Yeah, but Jake Blusky takes that 45-yard end around and basically untouched into the end zone, and then we have these beautiful highlights. As
Couple picks.
couple to
start.
Gilbert Assemble gets the first interception, just kind of ball goes right to him, and then Joe Stigler gets redeemed after getting head tapped a little bit, and Alex Healy gets his foot in for the second interception of the night, and then it's Peyton Pingle time. 16 touchdowns on the year for number 7, and
a record. Yeah,
ties his record. So looking for that touchdown, and then big Jack Dumont just stops the 2-point conversion, and that's where we sit now at 14-6. Your Hudson Raiders over the Rice Lake Warriors. We'll see the Raiders get the ball first with Pingle, Burr, and Healy back deep to receive.
Harry and Lloyd.
Lloyd, that's right.
Helper from Jeff.
Lloyd Christmas. Sorry, I got that
Lloyd.
wrong. And can't remember Harry's last name, but there you go. There's a little pooch kick.
Poocher.
Get out of bounds. Oh boy, that's a live ball. It was kind of like a drop shot.
Yeah, it
golf.
was.
Really good.
Good. Actually, that was heads up. Jordan Wilson, number 40, looked like he got his hands on that.
Dang.
But it looked like it was going to bounce out of bounds, and it just kind of, he drew it back, one-hopped it back into the field of play. Raiders
Trixie.
fortunate there.
See what this Raider offense does start the half is I was sitting down there with the Creatures at half. They wanted a little shout-out, so
Shout
gotta
out.
give the
All right.
Creatures.
Shout
this
out,
is their
Creatures.
shout-out, and they want to see Cooper Adair sling the ball this second half, so we'll see if what we do here is
The old gunslinger.
Nothing doing there.
Kind of rolled up on him, too.
I got a shout-out down in Austin, Texas. Luke and Brian Healy down there.
Let's go.
Luke's moving down there for work, watching their son and little brother play. Brian's the wizard at IKEA Furniture, it sounds like, putting together some furniture there for
Always
Luke's new place.
Always fun. Hook 'em Horns down there. It's my old hometown.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Good
Let's
blocking.
go.
Get up there. Get upfield.
oh, nice block.
Nice run. Gets to about, I think they'll spot that around the 45-ish. We'll see. Nope, just shy. So 43 is where they'll spot that ball. So third down coming up. I was just telling Jeff that when he's heading to visit Austin in a week or 2 or 3 or something, and I was saying you got to go to the Mothership where they filmed the comedy club that Rogan opened down there.
Okay.
They do Kill Tony. You know all this stuff. Kill
Okay,
Tony's
yeah.
there. It's a riot, I guess.
After the play, personal foul 75.
Oh gosh.
Offense. Down counts, 15-yard penalty, third down.
Did you guys see
Bad
what
news
happened
is
there?
that's not a replay of the down either. So, unfortunately, that puts Hudson in a hole here with a big personal foul 15-yard penalty. I did not.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened there, but I guess Rogers gets the unsportsmanlike, so again brings up a third and a country mile.
There you go. That's a long ways, Ken. You're a city boy.
No, I was living in the country once. Well, kind of. It was Rochester.
Oh, he's got Burr. Oh, he had Burr.
Got some blockers. Oh, nice little seam there. Got pretty close to the original line there, but out of bounds. That'll be a.
Little breathing room.
A little
Enough
bit,
room
yeah.
for Murtha
That's right.
to get one off here.
Well, during the half, you might have noticed we captured all of the entertainment. Unfortunately, there was a mute button on during when the stunt team is on and then when the Raiders are on. That is because YouTube likes to censor us and pull us totally off of the channel when we play copyrighted music. So just in case you're wondering. Nice tackle. Oh, almost. There we go. Yeah, good tackle there at the 27.
Hang on for dear life.
Again, it's the music. It's not, that's it. That's the only reason we go on mute there. It's just an unfortunate deal. That darn YouTube. About had it with them.
Good coverage on the punt that time. Miles Howell with the tackle. Well, let's see what the Raider defense can do here. Race Lake obviously had that long drive to end the first half, got some points. This is a tight game, fellas. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
Oh, for sure.
you know, really a one-score game, and let them back into it a little bit on the offensive side late in
Agreed.
the second quarter.
I agree. It felt like it was all Raiders that first half, and then kind of late they got they kind of snuck back in a little bit. Picked up about 5 on that one.
Mayor with the sound.
Mayor's fan club in front of us. I like that. Good shout out to the Adair crew. Appreciate those guys coming up to the box to say hi. Noticed you got stopped in the middle box. Some shout out got somebody in trouble there. Is that what happened?
Last week, he
Good,
said there was a
good.
shout out. So
2nd and 5 coming up. Big man Larson there.
well, there's no hurry for this Rice Lake offense. I mean,
Yeah.
again, only down 1 score, and they're going to keep running the football until they can't.
That is instant with the sound.
3rd and short. Very short.
Been here, done that for this squad.
Exactly.
Did you guys catch the game? Actually, the last 2 years Rice Lake played at State, those were tight
they were.
games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did
Fun,
you watch them?
Fun, yeah.
Yeah.
They always happen the Friday before deer season in the
Oh, yeah,
afternoon.
perfect.
So
That's
I'll either have
perfect.
them on the radio or try
Yeah.
to catch them. And last year, like I said,
Oh,
heartbreaker.
bottom up.
Ooh, I think they might have got him. They're going to show him. At least the far side judge is coming in like he got a first down, but
I don't know. This,
No, they're
this
backing.
Judge on
Okay.
the near side's saying it's short. He's throwing a mark down and shy of the line to gain there. So big 4th down all of a sudden coming up. And
Expect to see the same play. I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess it's gonna be just give the ball to Jack Larson and see what he can do with that big body. Or they tried that little end around like we saw, but
could try a sneak here too because that worked on that touchdown. There it is.
just like that.
big push. And looks like they'll get it on that one. Yep. Just shy of the 40, but they didn't need much more than a half a foot there. So 1st down for the Warriors.
No tush push necessary. You got Pacholke, who's pretty long and can lean over the top of that big center.
Yeah,
Pick
you
up the
can't do
first
that in
down.
high school. You can't do that. It's banned in high
That's
school.
good.
It is. Okay.
Yeah,
Did not know that.
yeah, not allowed to push somebody for momentum to gain them yardage. And now they're gonna try to ban it in the NFL. So
Really?
yeah,
The
I
problem,
don't know how I feel about that.
we'll get into that in
Yeah.
a second.
that's going no. Oh,
The problem with that play
There you go, boys.
is it happens so quickly. There's almost a false starter procedure
Exactly.
penalty every time they do it. And it's done quickly for the purpose of trying to get set up and keep the defense from getting lined up.
Sure.
But there was a game, the Eagles, obviously, they're the team that's most known to do it. And I don't know, it seemed like they had at least 3 false starts that should have been called. on
Really?
it, but
Really
you can't see it until after the replay because it happens so quickly.
interesting. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Warriors. Ball
Little
spotted.
different formation now. I formation back there.
Got him.
There you
Oh,
go.
goodness.
There you go.
Let's go. A huge sack for a loss of 5 on that
yeah, big Jack Dumont, and he's having one heck of a game. Just sneaks down on a little. No, that was actually the Honey Badger. Just big Jack Larson picked up the Honey Badger there on a little creep down, and then Dumont just explodes through the hole and big loss. And now you put this Rice Lake offense into 3rd and 14, so you can kind of guess where the ball's going to go at this point. And look for Stigler to hopefully have good coverage like he did late in the.
Keep an eye,
Right.
keep an eye on the top of your screen. That's the big receiver Svensson. Who
he's
he likes
huge.
the target there.
one. Drops back, looks over to the right.
Oh.
Little
Big
seam
hit.
route.
Yep. Didn't catch it. Oh gosh.
Oh,
No
they
flag.
just threw a penalty, too,
Flag
a late
comes out
penalty.
An hour later.
You know, I don't know
Wow.
about that. I mean, it was certainly not a targeting play. Nobody led with their head. Now, granted, there was a collision, and obviously the Warrior player got hurt, but
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. 15-yard penalty for the previous spot. Result is a first down.
that was almost like now the guy's on the ground, I'm going to throw a penalty. But when the play happened, the receiver was actually between the 2 defenders. Healy got there late, did put a lick on him, but didn't look like it was a high hit or inappropriate illegal hit.
All right, we're going to take a quick pause. All right, so after that penalty, it's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors, just over the half field mark.
Yeah, just they hit a wall every time. It's that Raider shield. That time I think it was Johnson getting the initial penetration, and then, but Larson does a good job just kind of falling forward.
Well, and if you're the Raiders right now, you just got to shake that off. I know we weren't big fans of that call up in the booth here, but you just got to shake it off. That was a heck of a stand by them, and they're looking at 2nd and 7 coming up for the Warriors.
That seam route's been working for Rice Lake as far as the passing game goes. That's that one that just kind of releases a tight end or a back right down the middle of the field.
Got him.
Oh, gosh.
Got him. There you go.
Let's go.
There's Healy coming from a safety spot on the blitz.
Yeah, he's fired up because, he got called for that unnecessary roughness, and now he just makes a big play, big sack for a loss of 9, and now you put him back in that 3rd and 16 again. So we'll see if they try that little seam route up the middle again. And
huge play.
Good call by the coaches. Yeah, keep an eye on those seam routes, because what that is basically it's kind of a hidden receiver coming out of there that if the backers don't pick him up, he's pretty open to get at least to the next level. It's up to those safeties then to pick him up.
3rd and 14 coming up for the Warriors. Ball at the 47.
Pressure again, a little dump off.
Chucks it to the far side. That's
Duman,
big.
Way to wrap
good
up.
job,
Wow,
Duman.
let's go, big fella.
atta boy.
Oh, and that's not an easy guy to wrap up
Nope.
over there, right? One-on-one.
And that's it's one thing. You see it in the pros, those outside linebackers, which are what Hatfield and Dumont play. They do have to go and drop into coverage sometimes. Not necessarily a forte for a bigger guy like Dumont, but did a good job covering it up.
See that punting unit come on for the Warriors.
Keep an eye on it here. Again, this is sometimes where things get a little tricky.
Yep, they do. Lob a punt down, field it just inside the 10.
Good return.
Yeah, good little run back there. Oh,
Good job by Wilson, too. He was back there to block, but realized if he was going to put a hand on anybody, it was going to be a block in the back.
Yeah, so our defense gets a huge stop, and now you see this offense who goes 3 and out and starting to kind of feel like it was against Chippewa last week. It was the offense went 3 and out, defense kind of gets a big stop, but now you need this offense to have a big drive and just methodically move this ball down the field, chew a little clock, and again, the run's not really working tonight. It's got to be through the air. We see Murtha line up in that tight end position. Oh, he's got a blocker of Christensen. Oh.
Had him.
Yeah, he
just
did.
got knocked down.
Yeah, Christensen just kind of.
You're right, though. The perimeter runs aren't working. And I know we had a couple plays early, more up the middle, that had some success, but
little pass coming up here.
Got him deep.
Some time.
Oh, he fell down.
His guy fell down too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
they can't.
Yeah,
they can't call
yeah.
that, guys. That's unfortunately.
Yeah, it's uncatchable.
It's uncatchable, but it's also, I mean, guys, if they get their feet tangled up, or in that case, a guy was down, you ran over the top of him, unfortunately.
The fans wanted it, but good call there. Aaron walking us through that. 3rd and 9 for the Raiders.
I like something maybe over the middle. I like that play they ran to Christensen where they kind of flooded an area and he kind of came out on a wheel route.
Adair rolls over to his left. Gets tangled up with Rice Lake and chucks it out of bounds.
No, it fumbled out of bounds, so it's going to go to that spot where that official's at.
Yep. So three and out, unfortunately, for the Raiders on that drive.
Yeah, a couple of drives here. Not much success for the Raiders moving the football. Rice Lake's going to get good field position here.
Got 2 men back deep to receive, so.
Both of them lined up at the 45 and 36, respectively.
Oh, good boot.
Nice.
Good hang
kick
time.
here. Yeah, popped just inside the 50, so field that at the 47, and Rice Lake will take over from there.
Well, you're putting a lot of pressure on your defense here. Again, good stop from them, but a quick 3 and out for the offense. Puts this Warrior offense back on the field. Again, just down a score.
Ball spotted at the 49 of the Raiders here. Rice Lake coming up to the line. 3:20 to go in this third quarter. Hand off to Larson.
Yeah, what a wrap.
Oh, boy,
He pulled Wilson for.
carries him right with him, right? Just like, let's go for a ride. Piggyback.
Yeah, but Josiah Wilson did a good job, again, penetrating, getting in there, slowing him down.
Exactly. I mean, you'll take that. It's now a 2-yard gain instead of a 5-yard gain compared to what it was. And Wilson right there in the backfield, Larson just a little bigger than Wilson and takes him for a nice little piggyback ride for a gain of 2. But again, you'll take that defensively. Just limit Larson these gains of 2 instead of gains of 5.
All day. Yep.
The Shield is winning the line of scrimmage right now on on this Warrior offense. Let's see if they can get a stop here again, put him in a passing situation. Nice job again. Good tackle. That time Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson and Wilson just dives in.
Schultz on the carry. Another stop by Johnson.
Johnson getting some props there on the stop. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Again, big third down here for this Raiders defense. And like we mentioned, look for that seam route.
The Raiders have done a good job getting penetration on pass plays. And I think it's those seam routes that those guys on the edges are releasing, and it's allowing those guys to come in.
Pass coming.
Straight drop.
Yep, good play there. Going to hit the brakes. Had his defender fly right by and pass right on time, on target.
Hoffman, the receiver. Tight game, fellas.
Yeah, it is.
Bit of a juggernaut going on here tonight, boys. Ball will be at the 36, and Rice Lake just taking their time here.
Power I formation is what you see now with that lead blocker.
There we go, Mayer.
Good tackle.
Larson, the fullback, actually the halfback in that set.
Mayer with it.
Front guy on that is number 40, Bodie Schultz. It's kind of the power I is a power running formation. So in other words, you're looking for Larson mostly to get the ball here and have Schultz be that lead blocker.
2nd and 9 here.
Straight shot that time.
Yep. Picked up about 4. Not real flashy, but keeps picking up a handful of yards here, this guy.
Larson with the carry.
This time.
They don't really show much urgency. I mean, they're comfortable back there. They're taking their time. They trust the plays.
Good call on the urgency piece. They're playing like they're going to put one in here and tie it up.
You can.
3rd and 5. They're going to let this click down.
I think we're about 0.2 of a second off on that. Right on the mark.
Right on the money. That'll do it for the third quarter. We'll be back with trivia. Stick around.
Welcome back to the Castle, as we like to call it, at Radio Stadium, as we start this 4th quarter of action with your Raiders up 14-6 on the Rice Lake Warriors. This big third down here coming into the 4th quarter. Big 3rd and 5 for our defense. See if we can get a big stop here.
Keeper. Oh,
Yeah,
they
atta
stopped
boy.
him. They stopped him. That was a good job coming down the line. Mayer did clean it up, but I think Stigler was in there as well. Maybe containment by Dumont.
Yeah, it brings up a big 4th and 4 now. And again, it's either going to Larson or it's going through the air. See, but this will be a big stop, and your offense has got to get your offense back in the field and hopefully see if they can figure something out.
Yeah, they've been stymied this half. Big fourth down coming up right now for your Raiders. Fakes the handoff pass coming over that left side. It's a wobbler.
Oh, he caught it.
Wow.
He did a good job of keeping his body in front of a Sembo. Then it was really just a jump ball. Big receiver out there, Svensson, 6'4", had good body control, went up and got that.
Bit of a wounded duck heading that way, so to speak. It was wobbling out his way, but big jump and came down with it.
Just a simple isolation play, one-on-one out there, and a good job by the receiver to get, like I said, his body in the right position to make that catch.
Well, big play by the Warriors on that fourth down. Converted, now first and goal for them. Hand off. Oh, goodness.
Wilson got a paw on him, and then Mayer came in and cleaned it up. But he's a load. Larson's a load coming through there.
He's twisting and spinning there. Went down a little awkwardly, but no problem for him. Well, we've got trivia coming up in a minute. We'll go to that. Obviously, right now we've got Rice Lake on the doorstep here, and Hudson trying to hold them. Again, second and goal coming up. Ball spotted at about, looks like the three-ish.
There it is.
Yep.
Touchdown.
That big load out to the right side.
So,
And
notice something there I hadn't seen before, but the quarterback, Pacholke, what he's doing when he gets up to the line of scrimmage is he's signaling with his hand back to Larson, and I think it's a dive play, but they're picking which direction to go after he reads the defense.
Got it.
So that was the call. If you watch now, of course, the defense can't see it. We've got the luxury of seeing it from here, but watch it again. If it's a run play, he might do that.
So going for two here. He pulls out of the set here, looks over to the sideline.
No, they're not going to do it now, Ben. Get in.
Got in there.
He
Got
did.
in there.
That will be
Same
two
play,
more.
just ran the same play right off the guard on the right side.
Replay coming at you.
Yeah, and he kind of signaled that beforehand. Even though he stopped and looked at the sideline, he was doing that before, pointing kind of to that direction. All right, guys.
All
Guess
tied
what?
up. Here we
All
go.
tied up. It's been all Rice Lake Warriors on the offensive side for 2 quarters or quarter and a half.
Yeah, it's been quite a turn of events here. Well, you want to do a little trivia here? Well, we got a
Sure.
second. And if you haven't played trivia before, this is the Willow River Carbonis Trivia. We play for a 2-topping pizza. If you've already won this year, you cannot play, please.
Got your number up on the line?
New winners, yeah. Here you go. Thank you for that.
It's
Text
a
the booth.
little long-winded, but we're going to get through it here. So, little history, not long history, kind of current history as well. So, 2017 Rice Lake High School graduate Kenny Bednarik has gone on to global fame in the track and field world. Bednarik played on this football field, actually, when he was a member of the Warrior football team that would go on to win the Division III state championship in 2017. Kenny has been a U.S. Olympian both in 2020 and 2024, winning the silver medal in the 200 meters in both Tokyo and Paris. This past year, Bednarik was also part of the U.S. World Championship 4x100 meter relay team, and he continues running for Team USA heading to the LA Olympics in 2028. Kenny has become a household name not only in Wisconsin but throughout the country, but most people know him by his nickname that was given to him for the headbands he wears when he runs. Your Willow River Carbonis trivia question of the night is, what is Kenny Bednarik's nickname?
Murtha receives that onside kick as you finish up trivia there, and the Raiders will take over at the 40-yard line, and something's got to change. You know, it's been a struggle so far, and we saw this last week against Chippewa. Just the offense could not get anything going. And Rice Lake slowly, as our defense gets worn down, as this game goes on, is starting to dominate up front now. And we've seen Larson go to work offensively, so now we got to see what Pingle and Adair can do for this Raiders offense.
Well, good field position too, Amory, and you got to take advantage of it here. You certainly can't go 3 and out. It's got to be put some yards on here and see if you can put a little pressure on this defense.
All right, we've got our winner here. Boop.
Oh, Pingle bounced it outside.
Got a
He's got
butt,
space.
got a block. Ah, darn it. Going to have a hold coming back here, guys, unfortunately, right at the line of scrimmage. Got a winner, Ken?
I do. I'm just dropping him a quick line, him or her.
Your answer, folks, is Kung Fu Kenny. And he's had that nickname now for, I mean, if you've watched him in the Olympics, he wears the headband. He's really been a pretty good ambassador for this area. I've seen some articles of him going back to Rice Lake. And, I mean, think about it. He's an Olympic sprinter that came through the Big Rivers Conference.
That's crazy.
And I can tell you when he played football here, couldn't really catch it, but he was fast as blazes. And so he had 17 touchdowns his senior year. They'd run reverse plays, but I can remember a couple different times he'd run a fly route, and there was nobody even close, and they didn't have a quarterback at the time that could get him the football. So, you know, poor Kenny's beating this guy by 10, 20 yards every time, and they couldn't quite throw it to him.
Get the ball to him, yeah.
But he ran a kickback one time here, or one time against the Raiders, I think, too. So just a heck of an athlete.
That's awesome.
Got a man down here for the.
Timeout for injury.
That's the quarterback. I wonder if he might have a cramp or something.
So if you won in trivia, I've already texted you back, and so you know that you're the winner. Thank you guys, everybody, guys and gals, for playing tonight. Again, appreciate all the texts into the booth. You know our number. If you want to send us a shout-out, we'll try to get to those. But again, thanks for playing Willow River and Carboni's trivia for a 2-topping large pizza, one of my favorites in town.
Sprinting has kind of become a little bit like wrestling. And what I mean by that is kind of the rivalries that are going on. Kenny has had this rivalry with another sprinter for the U.S.
Quick snap is Dane Burgess.
Noah Lyles, sorry.
What happened there, Amy? We're busy doing
just
all sorts of stuff.
Ball just dropped by Burr, and again, just this Raiders offense can't get anything going as it brings up a 3rd and 12 as we approach 9-8. We're at 9:18 in this fourth quarter. As things starting to get a little dicey.
Well, and it's really execution by the Raiders. It's not that Rice Lake's playing great defense. It's penalties. It's poor execution.
Oh,
he's got
big
Murtha.
shock
There
here.
you go.
Get
There it is.
separation.
Got it.
There you go. He had it.
He had it. He knew he had it. Hit him in the
Yeah.
hands and just came right through the arms. And nightmare fuel right there for that young man. It was off to the races. Oh, so tough.
Very good ball by Cooper Adair. Had time to set up, dropped it right in there on a dime, and unfortunately, Murtha, he did just take his eyes off it and went through his hands. So unfortunate there for the Raiders. But as I said, most of what's been happening this last quarter and a half is really just shooting themselves in the foot. That was 4th and long.
Good punt there. Can we get a hand on him? He heads upfield.
Oh, nice stiff
arm there
arm.
with some room. Over the 40 now up to the 45, almost to midfield. And a heck of an effort by that young man as he returns it up that left side.
Yeah, and he caught the touchdown, or I'm sorry, caught that long play that the Warriors capitalized on that last drive, able to get a score. So pressure on the defense here. Certainly momentum has shifted.
Yeah, it's all Rice Lake right now. They got to dig deep here. A little bend, not break would be great.
Got a shout out.
After the play, personal foul hit out of bounds. Receiving team,
Wow.
15-yard penalty from the end of the spot.
So the officials are going to give us a personal foul hit out of bounds, 15 additional yards after the play.
Kristen and Jody Hess, shout out to you guys
What's
watching
up,
the
you
Brewers
guys?
who can't seem to score a run, it sounds like. So Amory and I were talking about that at halftime. Apparently it's not getting any better, Amory.
Probably not.
All right, well, this is kind of it, guys, at least to put a cork in the hole here.
Larson just right up the middle.
Yeah, we'll get a lot more of Larson, I would guess, right? I mean, no hurry here, and these guys will just ground and pound, I would guess.
Much like we talk about, too, you're starting to see those offensive linemen for the Warriors get downfield.
Waleen's tuning in. Shout out from the Conan Hood. That's my hood. Waleen's watching, listening. Had some nice
Hello,
things
Waleen's.
to say about us, too. Thank you, guys.
Good people.
I'll drop off your money later at the house. Appreciate all the shout outs. Just kidding. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Yeah, another one up the middle.
Yeah, Mayer right there to wrap it up for only a gain or 2, and now you bring up a 3rd and 3 here, and defensively you need a big stop.
I think they switched a little bit to that power eye instead of that double wing with the fullback, really to get Larson going. But what it's done is it's opened up some of the quick hits to the up back as well.
3rd down and about 3, it looks like here. Ball being spotted at the 30.
Keep an eye on Svensson's on this side as a tight end.
Yep.
No false start. Yep.
Oh, boy. You can't do that.
What I was pointing to is that seam route. So now you had your best receiver in a spot that they've had some success middle of the field throwing the football.
Well, that 3rd down just got a bit longer for the Warriors here. They'll pop that one back another 5 yards. So 3rd down and 8 to go now for the Warriors.
Look to see this Raiders defense bring a little pressure here, see if they can't make a big sack like we've seen.
Crowd getting all sorts of fired up underneath us right now. Again, 3rd and 8. There is Larson with a big run there, and he
kept it going.
Puts it to 4th and short now.
Wilson with the tackle.
Well, we met. Go ahead, Ken. Sorry.
Quick shout out from Lake Placid. Go Raiders, class of 08. There's a picture associated with this one, too. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Former site of the Olympics. The Critters are enjoying the game in Hermantown, Minnesota, watching their nephew Liam Mayer play for the Raiders. Let's go, you guys.
All right, big 4th and 1 here for your Raiders. This
would be huge. He'll peek at the sideline. Coach will.
Little QB sneak here is my guess.
Give him a
I'm
little.
thinking so.
Yep. Got everybody packed in there for the Raiders right now.
No.
Oh, drops back for a pass. Oh, my gosh. That's wide
goodness.
open. Oh, how crafty are those guys.
There he was.
Wow.
No, that wasn't exactly a seam route, but when you start moving a weapon around like that, I mean, just a super call. And I didn't see if he was on the right or left side, but obviously he'd been used as a blocker the last 4 or 5 plays in that spot. Now you move him to an opportunity where, again, he was wide open.
My gosh. Excellent play call by the Rice Lake Warriors. Well, line up for the 2-pointer. Not much for kicking.
Counter play, wide open.
Goodness.
Well, what I was going to say before is I mentioned early in the game that I could see Hudson wearing down this Warrior line. Hasn't happened.
Nope.
In fact, they're playing harder now than they were in the first half.
Agreed.
And some of those guys are playing on the defensive side too. So it's time for Hudson to answer here. I mean, it's 14. Has it been 22 unanswered points? Were we up 14?
Yeah,
14-6 at the half.
6, okay.
16.
But we were up 14 to start.
I think we're up 14.
And we got
rep,
22
yeah.
unanswered. Yeah.
Yep.
Quick shout out to all the cancer survivors, including my mom, Debbie Harwell. Shout out to the Rhinos Foundation tonight. All the proceeds, to my understanding, are going to be donated to the Rhinos Foundation. They help cancer families dealing with cancer in western Wisconsin. So think of St. Croix and Pierce County. If you have any interest in donating directly to the Rhinos, go to rhinosfoundation.org. You can find a donate tab there. If you want to learn more about them, or if you'd like to request a donation to a friend, someone you know in Pierce or St. Croix County, please reach out to the rhinosfoundation.org again, and we will make sure that we get a check dropped off for them. And again, it's a full volunteer organization. where we literally do not take a dime from the organization. 100% in, 100% out is our motto. And so the Rhinos Foundation, again, the recipient of tonight's band, football, and the other programs that sponsored the Cancer Awareness Game. Thank you all from the Rhinos. Okay, big score there, big drive for Rice Lake. They'll pooch one over to the near side. And
oh, my goodness,
boy,
they got on top
there,
of it, possibly.
It'll be close.
I think Burr got his hands barely on there. So,
wow.
Again, just
You know, it's maybe not pretty, but I tell you what, I like the fact that the Rice Lake's willing to try things.
Oh,
right?
it's smart.
I do
It's
too.
like, you know what? Put pressure on the
Yeah.
other team. These are guys like on these kickoffs. They're not meant to bring the ball, catch the ball, and run the football.
Yeah.
They're meant to block. Now, it does take practice. I'm sure they work on it a lot. These directional kicks and everything else, but kind of goes to show you in that situation, they're not afraid of giving the Raiders good field position either.
Yeah. Well, the way they've been playing this half, they've been stout, been really holding their own. 1st and 10 coming up for the Raiders here. Ball spotted at the 38. We'll pitch over to the near side.
Nobody blocking.
Boy, nobody getting on those guys, and you just see all white jerseys with yellow trim coming at you, and not a lot of room to move there. Again, if you're dropping a line to the booth, we're trying our best to get to all the shout-outs. They're just stacking up on me right now, so I apologize if I did not get to you tonight. Again, we've got a heck of a game in front of us right now, too. So 2nd down and 9 here as the Raiders look to get something going inside of 6 minutes in the 4th. Fakes the pitch over. Coop.
oh, nice catch.
Nice catch.
Wow, a
Good catch by
diving catch there. Caught at the 49. Looks like that'll be enough for a 1st down for Hudson.
Hudson Raider, 1st down.
Boy, that was no easy layup
No,
of a
it
catch
was
there,
a nice
my boys.
catch from him. And a good check down by Cooper, too. They were trying to get, I think it was Dane Burr kind of cross in the middle. He was covered up.
Coop pitches this one in front of him. A flag being thrown there.
Yep, and they're going to have a holdout here on Christensen.
Quick shout out to Countryside Plumbing and Heating, keeping the water flowing, the lights on, and the Raider fans cheering. Thanks for backing the blue and white all season long. We appreciate your support.
Yeah, and just like we've mentioned, it's the Raiders just shooting themselves in the foot over and over and over again in the second half. And again, with 5:24 left, you're staring at a deficit that you didn't really anticipate you're going to be staring at this point in the game. So again, offensively, we gotta find something. You know, Murtha will be beating himself up for dropping that ball, but again, you got to flush it, and he's working one-on-one up at the top of your screen. So look for him to get redemption here if he gets open.
We'll hand off to
Pingo's got space.
There you
Wow.
go.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Touchdown. There we go.
There
There we
it
go,
is.
Peyton.
And that's what we needed. 15,
Exactly.
10, 5,
Let's
Pingo.
go.
Touchdown, Hudson.
He just had a big hole open up on that left side and then just hit the afterburners. You'll see it here kind of open up once he gets outside the left tackle.
Here we go. Coming at you
Cuts
right now.
across the field. Cuts back. There it is. There's that hole right there. Got a good block there from Dane Burr, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, once Peyton Pingo gets in the open space, it's hard to stop him. And just like that, your
New
Raiders.
record.
Yep, new record. 17 touchdowns in one season rushing on the ground for Peyton Pingo. 18 totals. He returned that kickback.
So an interesting
Congratulations.
spot now. Yeah, huge. This got to go for 2 here to tie it up.
Oh,
Cooper
Cooper's got-
looks, keeps it.
geez,
They
they-
swarmed on him at
They
that last
teed him
minute.
right up at the goal line. You know, nobody was turning around. He was rolling that direction. He had 2 guys out there that were part of the pattern, but not quite sure if everybody was on the same page. So
Again, but you score quickly, so now you got 5:09, and you know this team's going to be, Rice Lake's just going to try to run the clock down and run the clock down some more. So you're defensively, you just got to try to stop the run, but you also have to look for the passes we saw on that last touchdown for Rice Lake, just wide open downfield. So
It ain't over yet, boys.
No, not even close.
Well,
Two-point game with 5:09 to go.
it's hard to recognize it. So when you see number 11 lined up across from you, or I think it's number 9 is another guy that they'll move out there. if they're blocking you, they're going to stay engaged in a run play. If they hit you and they move, that's your job to either stay with them or communicate to somebody that they're going out in that pass pattern.
Yeah.
And at that point, you knock them right on their butt.
Exactly.
That's right. Well, a great answer there by your Raiders here, and they'll kick to that Warrior squad.
Ooh,
They'll
interesting.
do a little squibber.
Interesting.
Wow. All right. Well, that'll give them good field position. Ball will be spotted at the 48 here, and you know, if that ball just kind of skimmed on the turf there, if it takes a bit of a hop, you know what I mean, then we got a whole different kick going on right there.
We don't see that often from the Raiders trying an onside kick, at least with 5 minutes left. So up to the defense here. Rice Lake will not be in any kind of a hurry.
Nope.
Both teams with 3 timeouts.
Again, ball spotted at the Rice Lake 48 here. And
Quick hitter.
oh, goodness.
Yeah,
Big hit.
Mayer
Wow.
teed him up. Somebody got him low, but Mayer certainly.
Came in high, almost spun him out there.
We got an O lineman down.
All right, we got a man down. We're going to take a quick breather. We'll be right back. All right, number 71 make his way back over to the sideline there. Looked like he was able to jump up on his own power. So ball spotted, just picked up a yard on that last play. So ball at the just inside the 49. Rice Lake second down, and
that takes them out of that power I. So new center in the ball game.
hand off to Larson. He makes his way through a layer or two there, gets about 5 or 6.
Mayer on the tackle.
And now you're in that 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, and defensively, you know, the ball's going one of two places. It's either Larson or it's going through the air. And again, you just got to be ready for both. As we saw in that last drive, it was they overcommitted on the run, and it was just wide open downfield. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking run here, Amory, but let's see.
Big third down here. Again, 3rd and 3. Studi section getting all fired up there. Big push through. Oh, Larson gets through a seam there and a first down.
That could be a penalty right there. Number 71 back in the game came piling in there. Hit a Raider kind of late, but no flag.
Nope. Get that clock rolling again. And, of course, the Rice Lake crew is content to let that thing run.
Keep an eye on the quarterback here. Watch his hands. Watch behind his back.
Okay.
As he gets a read of the defense. It's kind of quick there.
That's Larson again.
Johnson with the initial contact.
Larson tackled by Johnson.
Well, and this is,
Let's see.
yeah, I was going to say, might want to think about a timeout here. We'll be back in just 2 seconds here.
Yeah, time is not your friend here.
nope.
And I think, love to see a stop. I think it's going to be just ground and pound here from the Warriors.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any surprises. It'll just be run, run, run.
There's
But
his
gosh,
hands
you never
back
know.
there. He seems to be going right a lot. Here it is again. Oh,
He'll keep
keeper.
it this time. Interesting. Pick up a couple yards there on the keep.
Pahokee on the carry.
He's doing a good job of running that offense.
Yep.
Pacholke is.
Hudson.
Another timeout for Hudson being called.
Kind of surprised we haven't seen him run more tonight, based on the stats in the conference. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got quite a few rushing touchdowns, and obviously Larson is kind of the bell cow for him. But
Yeah, he's something else. Pretty impressive, this Warriors team. How they, like you guys said earlier on, they're playing. A lot of these guys play both ways, and they might be getting better as the game goes on. You just keep thinking, when are they going to wear down? Well, we're late in the game here. They look pretty healthy.
Yeah, they beat New Richmond, which we had a lot of respect for New Richmond this year. It was a pretty tight game against River Falls till the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I think the score ended up being 12 points, but River Falls scored late and then got the ball back and scored quickly again.
okay.
So they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah. Well, 3rd and 4 coming up. Coming out of that timeout.
Oh, jeez.
Boy, that
Cut
Larson,
that back, and all he did was just kind of put his nose down and
another
drive
first
it.
down.
Hudson with the carry.
Yeah, it's getting down to grind time right now.
Well, they are really solid at the guard and center position. I mean, look at those 3 big boys. You got 70, 71, and 76. Those guys across the board. We've got 71, who I mentioned, 6'4", 305, 76, 4, 220. And who's the other one? 76, 6'1", 295.
Some big rigs in there for the
63,
Warriors.
5'11",
Huh?
212. But
Wow. Farm boys in there. Yeah, Larson gets picked up, but the QB with that one.
it's just a good read. I mean, much like our option read, put it in the belly, and Dunaway hit Larson, but Pacholke
Charge timeout.
kept it, picked up 5.
Well, Hudson will take their last timeout of the evening. Welcome back to the Castle here. Late in this one, 22-20 right now. The Warriors on top. 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 4 to go for the Warriors. Pick up another first down. They've just been grinding clock here. Steady amount of runs from both the QB and their fullback. No surprise here. Larson
Nice
again.
job. Stigler getting them low.
With the carry. Stigler on.
Pick up about 1 on that one. 3rd and 2.
So they're going heavy dose right side again. And again, this could be another one of those options where the quarterback can read it and decide if he's going to keep the football, but they keep going this direction.
3rd and just a couple for the Warriors here again.
Switched it up that time. I think he got it. Close.
Well, the Hudson crew is saying they got a hold on him there. We'll get a look from the officials here as they both come in from both sides. It'd be fun if we
Boy,
get a
that sure
measurement,
looks like
wouldn't it? Yeah, first down is what they're going to say. So that was a big one for them. And
Yeah, it looked like a first down. Again, Larson, hats off. I mean, he's running hard, getting great blocking up front by those big old linemen we just mentioned.
yep, that's going to do it. I don't think there's any mathematical way that
Nope.
it doesn't do it. And you'll see a little celebration on that Rice Lake side of the house.
You know who else is cheering right now?
River Falls.
River
The
Falls.
River Falls
yeah.
Wildcats.
They just won the BRC.
They did.
Oh, yeah, they're happy.
Now, actually, they tied.
Yeah, co-conference
They
champs.
co-conference champs. So
With Rice Lake.
Rice Lake's only got one loss too.
Right.
Right. But head-to-head, yep, they did.
You're right.
Well, they certainly came out in that second quarter with that long drive to pick up a touchdown before the half.
That was a
Since
big
that
one for
time.
them.
It's been really we don't keep track of time of possession, but it's been very lopsided.
Agree.
They ate up a good part of the third quarter with a touchdown. This quarter they've eaten up a lot of clock. Hudson certainly had opportunities. They had that missed big play that would have certainly put them in scoring position, but nonetheless, hats off to the Warriors. And like I mentioned, they're going to be a really tough out in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're playoff ready. I mean,
Yep.
2021 state runner-up, 2023 state champs, 2024 runner-up. So
Yeah, they got quite a program over
They
there.
have the pedigree, certainly when you get to the playoffs, to understand what it takes to
Exactly.
win.
Well, a disappointing finish to this one. If you're a Raider fan, boy, we were feeling really good that first half, and just the Warriors just keep grinding us down. And your final tonight will be 22-20, Rice Lake on top at this final regular season game.